So what's going on, guys? Millen here, and just quickly I'm gonna talk about that Peacemaker season 2 season finale. Now, I know a lot of people are very disappointed with that. Obviously, of course, I just want to say there's gonna be some spoilers. I mean, not some. There's gonna be a lot of spoilers. Peacemaker season 2 finale. It was okay. That's it. If you just want to hear what I think about it for some reason, like just me, I think it's okay. That's it. It felt like an epilogue to me. My brother said the same thing, and a couple of my friends. The last episode, what was that, 7? That felt more like a season finale than episode 8. And again, I'm not trying to just knock down the episode because a bunch of people hate it or just like cook James Gunn. He did incredible work with a bunch of other stuff. He's not gonna make every shot. So yeah, of course, as you can see, I got Reddit pulled up right here. I just want to quickly go through some thoughts, what people think, just for a little bit, and just to get the community's general thoughts and reactions and opinions. Alright, so this guy, as you can see, says, some of us didn't care for cameo. Season 2 finale was just disappointing. Why do people think we're only disappointed because there are no cameos? We know from season 1 that Peacemaker doesn't really need cameos for it to be epic. Great episode of the character development, but overall let down for a finale, especially when there are no plans of making season 3. Also, we didn't ask for a concert. So, we'll get into this and go to the comments, but I just want to say, first of all, they did literally have the Justice League show up. I mean, that's not what made the entire first season good. First season was just great on its own. But, I mean, that was pretty memorable. And they also started off this season with, like, Guy Gardner and, Hawk Girl, so... But that doesn't matter too much. So, yeah, clearly some people think that, this episode's a letdown. As you can see, this guy said the finale felt much more like a season 3 premiere than a finale. Another thing, this guy said, I'm tired of superhero shows ending the series on a cliffhanger that I'll only get an answer to in different media with the character I want to watch won't be the focus. Marvel did that too many times, and it's why I stopped trying to follow it. If they want to put Peacemaker in Salvation, they should have done it in a new show about it, not end his series with him locked in there. I do agree with that a lot, actually. The occasional little cliffhanger is good, but apparently if James Gunn doesn't want to do season 3, I don't want to just see Peacemaker locked into this other universe. Or, yeah, whatever, other world, other Earth. And then we just see him, like, get freed in Man of Tomorrow. He's a 3-minute cameo, then it's over. Maybe not even 3 minutes, maybe 2 minutes. And then it's done. I don't want to see that. It's not going to feel right when it's finally resolved if it's not in his own show. So, yeah, I do not want to just see him get freed for, like, a 1-minute cameo in Man of Tomorrow or Supergirl or, I don't know, something. Or maybe Lanterns. I don't know. I just don't want to see that happen at all. Again, I don't really think the cliffhanger was the ending they should have gone with, but I didn't make the show, I hear you. Like, don't get me wrong. Overall, the season was fantastic. But I don't want Gunn to spend 58 minutes setting the stage for Man of Tomorrow and Checkmate. I'm invested in the 11th Street and the stories with the Peacemaker series. Ads confronting her wife and Kristen Harcourt being okay with emotional intimacy got sidelined for more Lex Luthor content. I get what this person is saying, of course. Like I was saying, this episode felt like a epilogue, and the stuff just felt like they were setting up Man of Tomorrow just a little bit. Of course, mostly with Salvation, and then them bringing in that random guy who was working at, what was it, Luthor Corp? I completely forgot his name, but... yeah, the guy with the mustache and that haircut, that weird one. Yeah, look, you see here, this guy said it felt more like an epilogue or intermission. I completely agree. Ending on a cliffhanger is a huge deal that could have been softened if they at least announced a season 3 or a Checkmate show on the same day. Instead, they've said there's not going to be a season 3. I think that is the biggest problem with this. Not having a season 3 and you end on a cliffhanger where the main character is trapped and locked away. I don't get that at all. It just seems like he only wanted to do that so that he has a reason to put Peacemaker in Man of Tomorrow, or to help set up Man of Tomorrow, where he gets freed, and then Superman has a reason to go to Salvation. We didn't ask for content, giving us 2 concerts was just infuriating. Yeah, a lot of people are hating that as well. It felt like a lot of the episode's runtime was just wasted on the concert. A lot of runtime we could have had to slightly develop more of the characters or resolve some storylines. It would have been nice. Again, of course, it's all done, though. That's just what I think. Yeah, thank you. 4 montages played to rocky music, one after the other, basically. It sucked. The ending montage was garbage. The whole scene where they're trying to track Peacemaker also was really dumb. Hit it when the finale of a series just set up for another project and we don't get any answers or closure for the characters in the series itself. Yeah, like I said before, I think that was the biggest problem. That I just don't think that was the ending that Gunn should have gone for. The rest of the episode, again, it still would feel like epilogue, sure, but I don't know what ending would have been better. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm a better writer or I could think of better ideas, but I do think that James Gunn definitely could have thought of a better ending than that. He's very talented. He's really smart, really creative. I don't know if that's what he truly wanted. If that was the first thought in his mind, but yeah, I don't think that was really it with the right decision. But of course, I don't want to just be focusing on the negative stuff. Every episode, everything, every piece of media in the world has something positive to look at. And I'm glad that there are people out there like this dude here who actually liked the season finale. So let's see what he said real quick. The season had its ups and downs, sure, but I honestly don't get why people are throwing so much hate at the finale. Yeah, it ended on a bit of a cliffhanger. I think that's a little understatement, which can be disappointing, but I thought the build-up for the future of the DCU was amazing. It sets up so many possibilities going forward. It kind of feels like most people only watch it for the action scenes, and it shows. Every main character got real emotional development this season, and I don't think focusing on that automatically makes the episode bad. Could have used more action? Sure, but overall, I liked both the season and the finale. What did you guys think? Am I really alone here? Then this guy in the comments says, I enjoyed it. I would argue 2 music performances overkill. As a whole, I'm excited for what it was and where it's going. I feel like Checkmate may well be the equivalent of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the MCU, which has me excited to watch the 11th Street Kids be the ground level of most of the DCU. Ads had some amazing acting. Yeah, she really did. She really did well this episode and this whole season. And I feel as a whole, everyone got a nice few moments of this season to shine and exist. It didn't shatter reality for me, but it was fun. I think the angry crowd are the ones who gassed themselves that would be a cameo-packed action movie with 5 hours of shootouts and character arc pumped into 50 minutes. Yeah, I completely agree with this as well. The reason why a lot of people didn't like this episode was because they hyped it up so much and expected to see like Superman and Batman coming out of nowhere just fighting each other. Like, they expected a lot. Now, again, this episode did have its flaws, of course. I think the concerts were overkill, like this guy said. The cliffhanger wasn't my favorite, but I think it was okay for an episode, I guess. It was alright, like I said before. Nothing major, but the problem is that people expected something major. If they ended on the last episode and then just said this was the epilogue or something, I think people would have received it just a bit better, just a little bit. But since it was a season finale and then, I can't remember, I think James Gunn was hyping this up crazy. Yeah, that's where the problem actually came from. People hyped this up way too much, and he did as well, unfortunately. So people thought they were going to see Superman cameo or maybe the Green Lanterns or stuff like that, or Supergirl, anything. You thought some crazy cameos and characters were going to pop out of nowhere. I think that's where people really didn't receive this well because they didn't see what they wanted. But again, it just happens. Hopefully James Gunn learns not to hype things up super crazy. Of course it's his job, but sometimes you got to just know to not say too much. So yeah, I think the episode was okay. Like I said 20 times, I felt like an epilogue. I just want to go in here and get some people's thoughts and then share them with you all. And if a lot of y'all watch this and you want to let me know what you think about the episode, you can let me know in the comments, of course. I'd be glad to see that and read that and hear all your opinions. So that's about it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the season as well. If you did enjoy the video, you could like and subscribe if you like, because I'd love to see y'all back here. And yeah, stay safe, drink some water, and we'll see you in the next DCU project.